Oh, good afternoon, scrappers. Um, had a bit of a quiet week with being back at work. Um, Managed to pick up a TV and a couple of skyboxes on Monday. I got a bit excited with being out and about, so I had a quick check of the selling pages and picked those up. And then the rest of the week was tired after being back at work, having 10 weeks off. Um, yeah, so I'm just a little run through of what I managed to pick up. Well, Button the cat's been excited because she's been climbing about on these wheels since I brought them home yesterday. Obviously someone's got some nice shiny new wheels for their car and they decided to dump these four perfectly good wheels, well, they're a little bit rusty, but in a lay-by. So a quick about turn, I went back and picked those up. So I'll whip the tyres off, and get them for scrap. This week's can collection, there's one person that hasn't given me any this week, so I'm expecting a few more at some point. Picked some up from my brother's and my girlfriend's place, and then the others are just from litter picking, which I haven't done much of this week, but when I do go out I'm obviously finding more because I haven't been out sorting out everyone's rubbish. And I got some alley, this was by the side of the road, just an aluminium plate off the bottom of a car. Then door edgings, which I get out of the skip at work. And the backing of a phone, which I found the screen as well, but I didn't find any of the juicy parts, which is unfortunate, the bits that contain all the gold plating, etc. But yeah, I've not found one of those before. Got one can, which is steel. Don't get many of those anymore. And then bits that I find a couple of times a week. I'll stop at a junction or a roundabout and I'll just walk up and down, pick up any rubbish and little bits of metal that collect on the junctions. I managed to get about 6 kilos altogether. This was just from Friday. And then I saw this 3 days this week and I thought, if I get a quiet run I'll stop and pick it up. So Friday I managed to get this. It's a stainless steel lorry rim, which you find occasionally, but depending on where they are, it's just a matter of whether you can stop and pick it up. There's a couple of steel rivets or whatever, or one on there. I'll whip that off and that'll be good to go. Now, earlier in the week there was it was an old stair lift rail on the Facebook pages, so I went and picked that up. I thought, great, it was aluminium, which was great, and it was 4 meters 20, which is 14 feet long. So I managed to get it in my van with part of it sticking out the front window. Got it back and took off the mechanism, which, like the teeth that it goes up and down on, I took those off and took off, there was 4 brackets which obviously held it onto the wall. That was all steel, so I took those off, and the actual aluminium rail, which was 9mm alley, weighed 16 kilos. I had to chop that in half and then took it down to the scrap dealers the next day, and I couldn't believe the price. Like £300 a tonne for aluminium is just, I've never known it so low. And I wish I hadn't taken it in the end, but that's just one of those things. Next time I'll phone up. But because it was so big, it was just I could have stored it, but it's just, no, get it out of the way, and then there's more room for other stuff like 4 wheels. Anyway, hope you've all had a good week with scrapping, and long may it continue, and hopefully see you in the next one.